You didn't vote for them, they're never on the news, and yet they already own entire parts of your country. Trillions of dollars in silent acquisitions, buying corporations, land infrastructure, technology, and even political influence. Today, we expose how sovereign wealth funds became the real owners of the modern world, and why almost no one is talking about it. Sovereign wealth funds are, on the surface, state-owned investment vehicles, meant to stabilize economies and preserve wealth for future generations. They were born as financial safety nets, but over time, they evolved into something else. Today, many of these funds act like silently acquiring strategic global assets with zero oversight and zero accountability. Behind their quiet facades, they become geopolitical weapons dressed in business suits. Picture this. A country earns billions from oil, gas, or trade surpluses. Instead of storing that wealth, it invests it globally. Real estate, stock markets, infrastructure, tech giants. That's a sovereign wealth fund in action. There are no global rules on what they can own, where they can buy, or how they must disclose it. That means a foreign government can legally own pieces of your economy, and there is very little you can do about it. The top 5 sovereign wealth funds control over $10 trillion in assets. Let's meet them. Norway Government Pension Fund, global assets, $1.6 trillion. Holds shares in over 9,000 companies across 70+ countries. Owns 1.5% of the entire global stock market. China Investment Corporation. Assets, $1.3 trillion. Heavy investments in energy and infrastructure, known for secrecy and expanding influence in Africa and Latin America. UAE. Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. Assets, $1 trillion. Owns real estate in NYC, London, and Paris. Holds stakes in European banks, private equity firms, and energy conglomerates. Qatar Investment Authority. Assets, $475 billion. Owns the Shard and parts of the Empire State Building. Saudi Arabia. Public Investment Fund. Assets, $1.2 trillion. Has bought football clubs, gaming companies, AI startups, and defense firms. Strategic tool for Saudi's Vision 2030 agenda. These funds are not just buying stock, they're buying critical infrastructure. Airports, ports, power grids, food supply chains, data networks. In 2022, Saudi Arabia's PIF acquired stakes in Amazon and Uber. Qatar's fund holds ownership in Volkswagen, Barclays, Shell, and more. In some Western countries, foreign sovereign funds control up to 10% of the national energy grid. This is not foreign aid. This is economic colonization with a smiling face. Unlike bombs or invasions, sovereign wealth funds wield soft power. When a nation buys a European football club, it buys hearts and minds. When it invests in Hollywood, it helps shape global narratives. This is the new soft power 2.0, rebranding nations, rewriting perception, and silently expanding global reach. Imagine a major war, a collapse, a revolution. Who controls the airport? Who runs a power grid? Who owns the logistics company feeding millions? If the answer is a foreign sovereign fund, then your country may already be compromised without knowing it. Intelligence agencies across the US, EU, and UK have raised the alarm. But the money keeps flowing. Because in capitalism, ownership speaks louder than sovereignty. Most of these funds do not publish real-time reports. Many are not audited, and their legal structures are protected under state immunity. That means you can't sue them. You can't audit them. You may not even know they exist. They operate like invisible banks with diplomatic passports. In the past, empires needed armies. Today, they need portfolios. While the world watches politicians and influencers, the real power is reshaping the planet silently, one acquisition at a time. And the scariest part, they're using public money to do it, just not yours. Sovereign wealth funds are not just investments. They are the silent weapons of the 21st century. They don't fight. They buy. They don't control borders. They control assets. And while we're busy watching reality shows, the world is being purchased deal by deal, nation by nation. On the next episode of The Hidden Empire, we dive into BlackRock, the largest asset manager on Earth, and reveal how it manipulates governments, elections, and global crises without ever showing its face. Subscribe now, turn on the bell, and share this episode with someone who still thinks presidents run the world. Because today, power belongs to whoever holds the vault key.